Ladies and gentlemen, get ready because last night the unthinkable happened. Remy Ma. Yes, Bronx royalty, no-chill veteran, and lyrical assassin just detonated an atomic bomb on Claressa's shields. It wasn't a diss track or a shady subtweet, but an alleged leak of private explicit photos featuring Claressa and a man who is definitely not named Papoose. And y'all, Papoose saw them in real time on live. This is a public undressing of reputations, loyalty, and secrets that were supposed to die in the group chat. Welcome to Gossip Spill Vibe, where the truths are cut, the tea burns, and the fallout, baby, is biblical. Let's get filthy, ladies and gentlemen. It just got unbelievably filthy in a scandal so radioactive that it should come with a hazmat warning. The Bronx's own Remy Ma has detonated the internet once more. It's time not just clapping back, but blowing back. And the shrapnel landed directly on Claressa Shields, America's so-called boxing sweetheart, who is now neck-deep in the kind of, what exactly happened? Why is Papoose crying into the void? Why is Claressa being pulled through the social media trenches like yesterday's trending trash? Here's the situation unfiltered. According to reports, Remy Ma leaked explicit, unedited, and unquestionably real photos of Claressa's shields with another man, not just a thirst trap. Not a flirty gym pic, full body, and SFW, and they were screenshotted, deleted, and reposted 1,000 times before anyone could scream defamation. If you think this is just some small-minded retaliation, then no, this is calculated. And this is the last round of a love triangle so twisted that Zeus Network looks like PBS Kids' Papoose. Allegedly lived during a podcast taping and, according to one insider, had to leave in the middle of choking back tears. Welcome back to Gossip Spill Vibe, where receipts are biblical, secrets are borrowed time. And if the tea isn't hot, it's not ours. Let's get started by recapping what we thought we knew about Remy Ma. The rap heavyweight, the original queen of clapbacks, a woman who held a man through prison, suffering, and paparazzi, and Papoose, the devoted king of the culture who was quiet and steady and the kind of man who wrote poems about his woman while the internet made fun of him for wearing matching outfits. Then came Claressa Shields, Olympic gold medalist, undisputed boxing champion. Fierce, flashy, and focused, but somewhere between when the first storm broke months ago. A screenshot of IG Live's revealed voice notes with just enough bass to sound like Papoose. However, this new leak just took the drama from season 1's plot twist to finale-level devastation. Let's set the scene. 1:12 a.m. punching bags and press conferences. Sis found herself entangled, allegedly, with Papoose Q chaos. Chem, Eastern Standard Time Remy Mago's livestream. No warning, no makeup, hoodie, straight vibes of a woman who came to destroy the caption. Let's clear the air since she wants to play dirty. Let's get filthy. Over 80,000 people joined in less than 10 minutes. And the not again and pap comment sections were overflowing. Blink twice if you need help. Remy begins talking calmly but deadly. There is no yelling or theatrics, just facts laced with venom. I remained respectful and let them laugh. But now you're playing in my face like I'm some washed-up housewife while this girl out. Here is spreading more than rumors. Then she said the unthinkable, and I hope she's not bothered. Then these pictures appear on the timeline, and Remy switches the camera to her laptop screen. A folder called CS Not So Sweet opens, and inside are purported photos of Claressa Shields completely nude, taken from what looks to be a luxury hotel mirror. There are no face filters, no justifications, and definitely no Papoose in the frame. To be clear, these photos didn't stay up long. Remy blurred them just enough to avoid legal action. Takedown, but left enough to ensure that everyone knew it was authentic. One picture featured a timestamp, and another featured a chain in the background that fans instantly recognized as a signature piece belonging to Tone Big Drip Mathers, a low-key music executive with a less than subtle history of smashing athletes. When Remy dropped the hammer, Twitter erupted in support of a woman who had more men behind her than an awards show green room. One user wrote, "That mirror reflection alone just cost Claressa a sponsorship with Nike. Blink if you're deleting." Her folder and poor Papoose erased everything in an hour. Pap still thinks we're exclusive, loudly crying face. "I told Tone I'd pull up again after the Vegas wind. Just gotta keep dude calm until then," writes Claressa in a screen grab of a group chat called Fight Night Queens, which included a picture of Claressa from his Instagram page, along with that awkward boxing training post in which he called her his piece, sir. Then came the second leak. Yes, because one scandal isn't enough for gossip spill vibe. An anonymous user DM'd a gossip blog, revealing a screen capture of a group chat. Wow, the story has entirely changed at this time. Fans who earlier wrote I was hashtag Team GW, but Sism is moving like the future in boxing gloves. Someone tweeted in support of Claressa Go. Even verified accounts commented, with one celebrity stylist writing, "It's always the ones screaming loyalty who have backup rosters on speed dial." But wait, it gets messy because remember that podcast Papoose was supposed to be on Bars and Balance? Yeah, the host went live during the chaos to say he walked off set mid-episode after someone slid him. One host said Pap stared at the phone for like 15 seconds, said nothing, then just got up and walked out and never came back. And let's not ignore the layers here. Papoose, the man who held Remy down through jail, was allegedly cheated on by his alleged side chick, who Remy posted a news story with a black screen for words, and the comment section was in ruins. One fan wrote, "She left breadcrumbs and Remy turned them into a bakery." Another said, "This is the wildest PR nightmare since Tristan Thompson invented public cheating." It's not just karma though. It's karma in Timberlands with a megaphone. Claressa's team allegedly contacted Instagram to remove the live sighting, privacy violations, and targeted harassment. But by that point, the screenshots had already gone viral across Reddit, X threads, and every burner blog from the Shade Room to Petty Pink News. And just like that, what began as a messy love triangle turned into a 4-alarm career fire with Claressa hot pants down emotionally and literally. But there's more, because part 2 is where we get into the investigators, the leaked iMessages, and the scandal that takes this story from bedroom betrayal to boardroom damage. Stay with me, part 2 is coming up next. Let's be clear, this was no typical IG Live drama. It wasn't a heated rant, a cry for influence, or a digital meltdown. Rather, it was a full-fledged tactical strike with Remy Ma as the general. Screenshots were calculated, the timing was diabolical, and the damage extended into bank accounts, brand contracts, and reputations that might never fully recover. He thinks I'm on a red-eye to LA. I'm literally 2 floors above him with Dre. I'm not even hiding anymore. Lol, Claressa allegedly writes in a phony but terrifyingly realistic iMessage thread that was released shortly after the fight night. Queen's group chat leak. Coach Dryan Williams, a former MMA fighter turned strength trainer, is rumored to be Dre. If this is true, then Claressa was allegedly being flown out by one man while secretly posting up in a hotel suite with another, right above the man who believed they were still together. Fans are consuming it like it's their last meal. But now the investigators on Twitter and Reddit, like FBI interns on Adderall, have stepped in. They made a Google Doc timeline of all the hotels Claressa has been seen in since February, matching Instagram stories, TikTok mirrors, gym selfies, and even nail colors to demonstrate that she was having an affair with Coach Dre while amusing Papoose. One screenshot from early March showed Claressa at a private recovery retreat in Miami on the same day that Coach Dre's Instagram story featured him sipping champagne on a patio with the same wallpaper and couch pillows as in Claressa's story. Fans were comparing fabrics like they were on CSI, and then came the voice note, "Oh yes, Pap still thinks he's the only one I cry to. I let him think that because it makes him feel useful. But when I want to feel good, I go where the pressure's." Real Claressa is heard saying in a 30-second voice clip that was obtained by another anonymous source and purportedly recorded by Claressa herself. One widely shared tweet stated, "She is treating Pap like a weighted blanket for comfort, but there is no chemistry." The timeline went into cardiac arrest. She got a husband for her trauma, a trainer for her body, and a side dude for the vibes, another fan wrote. In the meantime, Papoose stayed almost entirely silent. Not posting or tweeting, but fans noticed something chilling. A new track on his Spotify profile suddenly appeared in his unreleased section called Silenced by Loyalty. In the preview clip, he rapped in a whisper, saying, "I gave the world to a woman who shared her soul in pieces." That line alone was enough to create a stir on the internet, with celebrities reacting to Rage Hip Henson. Henson posted a black square on his story, wrote, "Protect Papoose at all costs," and included a few icy crying faces. Then by 10 a.m., the financial fallout began. Insiders started speculating the following morning that Claressa had been discreetly removed from a luxury watch campaign that she had been teasing on social media for weeks. Screenshots of her leaving the company went viral. A popular pre-workout brand allegedly sent a soft cease and desist to Claressa's team to stop tagging them until further notice, meaning that 2 sponsorships were lost in less than a day. Okay? And guess who started posting again? Remy Ma first shared a story about her walking into a studio in LA with the caption, "Tell your trainer to stay off my timeline." She then followed up with a close-up selfie without makeup. Fans began to suspect that Remy was preparing for a diss track, but it was not the case. Targeted another rapper specifically at Claressa Shields, and one post with the title, "Remy gearing up to drop the most disrespectful 16 bars in history." Racked up 600,000 views in 2 hours, was immediately followed by another leak. A burner account purporting to be Claressa's former assistant shared a blurred picture of a document with the caption, "She made him sign this right after Vegas told him that if he ever spoke, she'd ruin his label deal." No one cared whether the document was real, as the streets were already sold out. And fans started speculating that Claressa had not 1, not 2, but 3 men orbiting. She was publicly posing as Pap's ride or die, and just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse. A TikTok account shared what they said was a hidden camera recording from the Bars and Balance studio. It showed Pat moments after being shown the leaked photos, looking at a phone, blinking a few times, handing it back, standing up, leaving his microphone, and leaving the frame. But the audio was what broke everyone's heart. A faint mic Pics. A Pat saying, "I gave up everything for this. She was out here with him," and the video went viral. This was when Twitter went crazy. One user wrote, "Watching Pat process betrayal in real time should be illegal." Another wrote, "He loved Remy. He got played by Claressa, and now he's walking around like a ghost." This is emotional terrorism. Then a third tweet, which read, "Pap hasn't even posted a meal since the leak." Received 2 million views in 4 hours. That's how you know it's real. Now, let's talk about Rhee's next chess move. She didn't post screenshots or confirm or deny anything else. But she did post a video of herself passing a billboard for Claressa's boxing campaign with the caption, "The faces they put on walls aren't always the ones worth trusting." You could feel the tension changing. The public narrative that had previously made fun of Remy for losing her man had completely changed. Don't think Claressa remained silent forever, though, because late that night she posted a single story with a black screen and white text. "Some people leak, some people lie, and some people lose everything trying to be loud." Fans were confused. Was it denial? Was it a threat? Maybe, but the damage was already done. Her brand was bleeding, her comments were locked, and her most recent YouTube video was flooded with hashtag Team Remy and Free Papoose from the PR nightmare. Then came the biggest twist yet. The possibility that everything that is leaked so far could turn into a courtroom scandal involving Remy. As we left off, Claressa's sponsorships were ghosting her. Papoose was in emotional exile, and Remy Ma was thriving in silence, dropping captions like sniper shots. However, just when it seemed like the drama had reached a breaking point, it escalated into legal territory because, according to an alleged legal insider who slid into a gossip blog's direct messages, Remy Ma's team is now considering legal action against Claressa Shields for financial manipulation, intellectual property infringement, and emotional damages. Here's how the insider broke it down. This is no longer about cheating. It's about creative theft, copyright breach, trademark infringement. And get this, one of the music managers working on Pap's next project reportedly halted their collaboration after noticing a slogan on Claressa's merchandise that exactly matched one from Remy and Pap's unreleased 2022 promo deck. The catchphrase had never even been published, so fans are now wondering if Claressa was truly in love or if she was playing a long game from pillow talk to profit margins. Now, Papoose is still silent, still hurting, but discreetly working behind the scenes because, according to his close friend in the industry, he is getting ready to sell off shared assets related to his failed relationship with Claressa, and he is doing it out of respect. However, according to another source close to the Bars and Balance podcast, after Papoose left, he allegedly drove directly to Remy's house to apologize for the alleged conversation. Not to fight or make amends, but to say, "I didn't see what I had until it was gone, and now I just need peace." Remy's response was, "Peace doesn't live where chaos visits. You've built this mess, now clean it." Fans were split on whether Pap deserved grace, while others believed he got what he deserved. One tweet went viral, saying, "You can't trade Remy for Claressa and then cry when you get the refund." Remy made her stance clear that same night when she tweeted, "Once you humiliate me publicly, healing privately is no longer an option." Meanwhile, Claressa continued to post cryptic content. Her next story, a boomerang of her shadowboxing in the gym with the caption, "Still undefeated." The comment sections dragged her. "Not emotionally, ma'am. You duck punches, but couldn't dodge accountability, sis. Acting like betrayal is cardio." People were still wondering, was there any chance of a Pap and Remy reunion? The third man, yes, recalls the alleged NDA between Claressa and Tone Mathers. Well, a second purported document surfaced this time, linking Claressa to a foreign sports promoter based in London named Aidan Cross. The receipts included a purported flight itinerary, hotel invoice, and a blurry video of the two entering a London suite during what was supposed to be Claressa's solo training trip. One comment went viral, saying she's collecting men like championship belts. Another, Claressa was out here in a different relationship in every time zone. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse, the burner accounts came back. An anonymous page posted, "This isn't even the end. There's another drop." Coming screenshots, voice notes, Claressa aired by boasting to the wrong people, who alone had blogs with drafts, TikTokers doing countdowns, and Reddit creating flowcharts of who leaked what and when. However, let's return to Papoose one last time because he went through it, and last night he finally shared a 2-minute video on his Instagram. It had no music and no captions, just Pap talking directly into the camera. People assume that being quiet indicates weakness, but I was quiet because I was trying to survive this. I was loyal and genuine, and I lost more than love. I lost trust. I trusted someone who used me as a bridge to somewhere else. He paused and then said, "I don't know if you'll ever forgive me, but just know I see what peace looked like." The comments were a bloodbath, girl. Just say sorry and log out. You're playing victim when you leaked the love triangle into a hexagon, ma'am. Your growth got casualties. It's like, too late, and I'm sorry. Fans were crying, and celebrities reposted a whole community rooting for his healing arc, Remy acknowledged. But she didn't comment because she didn't like it. However, she reposted a line from his video as a text story. "Peace looked like you." Lastly, because this story couldn't end without a final twist, A verified entertainment reporter tweeted a streaming rumor. Sources say a major platform has approached Claressa Shields to lead a new DOA series titled Undisputed, rebuilding the brand. The show would follow her post-scandal life, including her gym sessions and legal recovery. The internet went crazy with everyone screaming, "Not a bag off the backstabbing, and Hollywood keeps rewarding chaos." One tweet read, "She fumbled. Love, loyalty, and legacy. But she's about to get a bag for the behind the scenes." Let's recap. Remy Ma is not disturbed by a booking. And it's possible that she's recording a disc so poisonous that it might require a warning label, since the only thing more viral than the receipts is the reactions. We'll let you decide. Now that the smoke is barely cleared and the timelines are still on fire, we must ask where we go from here. Is this the end of a twisted triangle that should never have started? Or is it just the beginning of something bigger? Claressa Shields is the internet's new villain who is perhaps opportunistic, misunderstood, scandalized, and possibly TV-bound. However, the real question is, who actually prevailed Remy for stealing her story back with one deadly lie? Or Papoose, who finally saw the truth he tried to ignore? Remy Mullet and Claressa Shields brought the gas and broken bars. And Remy Mullet stood in the flames, hoping that love would survive the burn. However, now that the N** star has leaked, the secrets are out, and the tears are real. Who do you think? Did Remy go too far by revealing private photos to prove a point? Or was it a long overdue warning shot to a woman who never played? Fair? Did Claressa ever truly love him, or did she treat loyalty like a public relations campaign? Should Pat be forgiven, or should he sit in silence? You've seen the screenshots, heard the voice notes, and watched the reputations crumble in 4K. Now we're giving you the microphone, so you can share your thoughts in the comments section. If your jaw drops, hit the like button and subscribe, at least once. If you enjoy a messy environment, you don't need to tidy up and press the bell button because, believe it or not, this may be the end of the story. But the next scandal is already in the works.